Hello and welcome back to my beta save with Everton here. I'm Jackie and welcome back, and we have played some matches. As you can see, we won against Sheffield United in the new year, and also I've changed the sidebar thingy so it is actually is blue. Calvert-Lewin scoring 2 goals here, like he should do, because he is our big goal scorer after all. Willemsson here back also after injury. We will play Aston Villa and Bournemouth. They are about similar. Oscar Willemsson scoring 2 goals there. Brentford we won as well in the league, 3-0. Pretty convincing. Yeah, we have had no problem with these teams that is kind of should be difficult, but they are not really that difficult. You actually can see the chance properly. Beta there scoring as well. So both of them scoring goals. Like no tomorrow. Mikalenko. Assist or cross in here. Very lovely. Loaned in him and have signed him for next year. I've signed a lot of players that is pretty cheap for next season. I think we're going to do next season regardless of where we end off, just to see how we could rebuild the team as such. Danjuma here. Ford we have signed as well. He was worse than I thought. He's just a championship player, so probably going to sell him on there. We lost against Tottenham, won against West Ham 4-0. Pavoletti we actually signed. He was super cheap, so I was had that many that many strikers choices. We have mainly just Beto, so he headed in one here. He keeps on it. Williamson scored again against Manchester United, which is a little bit funny. Almost was thinking of live playing this, but I wanted to play through most of the season here. So McNeil to Williamson and then Beto here. We have sold a lot of players also in the January transfer window. I did not want to show that. So that was a dull match really. And then we won against Wolves, and then we rotated against Ipswich, and sadly we out of the FA Cup as well. So yeah, we are 6th in the league. We have actually 1 match less than the other top team there. Tottenham and Manchester United. Manchester United, why are they? I don't think we have gotten our youth intake. No, it might happen though. Later on, I guess we will see. Later on, those signings. Murkin, John Murkin, he's just loan. He's English, actually played most of his career in what's it called, the Netherlands. So yeah, we signed him there just to have a left back. Simon Kjær, I know he's pretty old, but we got him pretty cheap. So or loan them pretty cheap, and then we'll get in him for next season. A lot of players there is like 29 or so. Bamford, it was probably worst signing. We got our goalkeeper Pickford, long-term injury. So our second goalkeeper as well, long-term injury. So we had to sign 2 new keeper, or loan one and sign one. So Antonio Adnan is pretty good. He has been mainly a backup keeper to Real Madrid, but then he went to Real Betis, and he was a backup keeper at Atletico Madrid, and then he's been a first choice at Sporting. Is 36 years old, but still a pretty good stat. I feel like he would be a good first choice if we would sell. Samuel Portugal hasn't played anything. He's just a backup to the backup since we had both of them injured. 18,000, just really good heading, still pretty good mentals. I saw him, I was like, and then we have Jan Aurel Bisek. I have no idea about this player. Apparently he's playing in Germany, he's been loaned out all around. Played in Mark revived his career basically, and then he was signed by Inter. He looks pretty good, has potential still. only 23. It's good enough, really. He's been excellent. Just 6.5 there. Trying to not sign players for more than 7 million, which we failed there, obviously, with Bamford. And we sold some players here. Ashley Young, we sold. Marking of them there. Delali 3.1. Sadly, we did not get more. I'm kind of surprised that we got Michael Keane. We sold as well. Also wanted to sell, which you will see, Tarkovsky, but no one signed him. And I like Tarkovsky, and I like that we have some English players. So you can see a lot of loans. Selic, we also have signed for next season. And then we have signed a lot of players here. Unai Bilbao comes from Mexico. It's actually played, just Bilbao's B team. Okay, he actually looked pretty decent. So he's probably just going to be a backup goalkeeper. I know we want younger players, but in a sense we need also choices. Actually almost better. Sadly, I don't have that many. Astrovilli we signed as well for free transfer. I don't know why Florentina did not sign the new contract for him. And then we have Klaassen that actually did 1 season for Everton, but wasn't that great. He was also fairly cheap, so we have signed probably need a left back maybe for next season. But else I think we're really dandy. Also I should say that we actually have gone to 4-4-2 instead. So we're going with Pickford, Selic, Brightweight, too many defenders, 5 defenders. I might sell Bilbao there. He was probably the worst one, to be fair. Glenko, Admir, should he really be playing here? Kind of need central midfielder, I see now. So Castroville was a good class. And Musa, we're not going to be able to sign him. They were Danjuma, McO'Neill, Kneel, Beto, and Calvert-Lewin. And I believe Villa is 7. We are 6. So it's kind of important that we keep going here, winning our matches, winning as well against Bournemouth. That's 8. If we really want to be in this top half here, feel like we have the chance. Even if if you would say that in the beginning of the season with all the injuries and having a really small squad and also like having like 10 loans or whatever, I still wouldn't have believed you that 6th place would have been possible. And even if Danjuma Beto, I believe, he started to score lots of goals, so it seems like Beto and Dominic Calvert-Lewin is playing really good together. I think we're just going to do one other season. But yeah, I still, even if we would give like, let's see here, if we would give them like 10 minus points, which they have in real life. Secure mid-table side, we have 51 points, that's pretty insane. Why is it so many? I own key highlights and it's just gone 3 minutes. I'm like, what is going on? They have a lot of interesting players, to be fair. Also checking here in the bottom, Burnley, if Wolves go down, that would be good, because I definitely think there is some players there. Burnley, maybe, but I've kind of checked them and it's not that great either. I've checked on all English players. We signed Derry or loan Derry, but he is not really good enough. Either they are way too expensive or they are not good enough for Premier League. It's really frustrating, to be fair. You can find like the same player, basically like stat-wise, but he's like foreigner. And you can find like mediocre players and they are like, 20 million, 50 million. You're like, can't give them that. I can give like 7 million at tops. One player, because even if we go to Europa League or even Champions League, I don't think our economy is that great, so they're going to give us massive amount of money, and I don't want to spend all the wage. Maybe now, since we signed some free transfer there, but still. The issue is that we'll probably need, Musa is going to leave. Admir is obviously not good enough, to be fair, even if he's played really good. So we kind of need like, who do we have? Gardner we have there. I think we have like one central midfielder. And Danjuma is way too expensive also for us to sign. So I will check if we can loan some players in, like we did this season. Very solid performance so far. I mean, I guess they have created some chance, but I'm not been like, oh, so scary. Long lit. I mean, we could just check here. Ramsey, he would be a brilliant player. 100 million, yeah. That seems reasonable. McGee, okay, not the best player ever, but, and he's pretty old. 29, 18 million. This is the first. Or like Matty Cash, that is though part Polish. What was it? 40 good Premier League players, but nothing else. Not even with potential. So it's really frustrating. But who knows? We might sell Pickford, to be fair. I don't feel like he is terribly, or he's like really a player that super much need or whatever. We would sell him. Calvert-Lewin I don't want to sell, but if we, I guess we do. It would be interesting to see how much we get. I would love to sign some. I feel like it's going to be a player like Bamford. If we're going to be. I've checked the prices. It's like no one. I guess the only bit is if there would be players in Championship that's like way too good for Championship and wants to leave for Premier League football, or players that's like get relegated. That's the only way I can see it. That wants to stay in Premier League. To be fair, Amir is playing good. But look at his stats. He's so mediocre. That's why I'm thinking of not. To be fair, he is free transfer. So I guess it wouldn't be bad if we sign him anyway. I guess I have to think about the thing is we have like Premier League. Even if we want to sign, even if you want to sign players that are English, it's like impossible. But we have Nathan Patterson, so I'm probably going. Coleman, we are just going to see and hope he's retired. That's my hope for it. Stay there, but we still dominating. To be fair, let's record another one as well. I could cut out actually. We are already on 80 minutes as well, but last one was very short. It was like 11 minutes. Let's do the other one as well. What else have we done? No, we have one change left. As we get Beto out for, we could sign him as well. He has potential for 5-star, but I don't know what that really means for us. Also says that he's just a League One player and obviously has scored some goals here. Lucas Ding there, 3-1. Actually, I've looked way better after going to 4-4-2 instead of playing defensive midfielder there. It's just the difficulty of keeping everyone happy since we have a squad of like 26 players, and that's an impossibility. And let's check here again. Chambers, perfect example of a pretty decent player. 60 million still, or like 20 million. I can't with conscience in my body sign Chambers for